how's it going? Okay, so in this video, we're going to do pentatonic fingering number 1. I'm going to show you how to play it, and I'm going to show you like one of the really good ways to practice it when you're starting off, especially if you're a beginner. But the pentatonic fingering number 1 goes like this. Okay, a pentatonic scale is a 5-note scale. Basically, when we play that in position without going up and down the neck, we basically wind up with fingerings that are just two notes per string. So that makes this like a really good scale for beginners, and everybody else. Nobody ever stops using a pentatonic scale because pentatonic scale is just like taking a major scale and taking out 2 notes that are kind of hard to deal with, and you're left with this scale that's pretty easy to use and a lot of fun to play. All right, so let's get into it. For all these pentatonic scale fingering videos, I'm just going to always do it at the 5th fret. It's a little bit of a stretch down here, towards the end of the neck, and up here it's a little tight. So 5th fret's a really good, comfortable spot for everybody. Frets aren't too far apart. This is a pretty good position, comfortable place to play on the guitar. For the right, the left arm, your fretting hand, whichever, right hand, left hand, whatever. You get the idea. Okay, so fingering number 1 we're going to start with the 5th fret and the index finger. All right, and then our little finger is going to play the 8th fret on the big string, and that's your first 2 notes right there. That's all we need on that string. Now, for the next 3 strings, string 5, 4, and 3, we're going to need frets 5 and 7. So that's going to be index finger, 3rd finger. Alrighty. And then at the end here, the last 2 strings, strings 1 and 2, we're going to have index finger on 5, little finger on 8 again. Okay, so we got 5 and 8, 5, 7, 5, 7, 5, 7, and then 5, 8, 5, 8. So if I go kind of slowish maybe. And if I go descending or backwards. All right, and that's it. That's all you got. 2 notes per string. 5, 8, 5, 7 on these 3, 5, 8 on these 2. Okay. Now, when you're practicing this, it's one thing to be able to just play what I played, but then you really want to practice it so you get really good at it and you don't have to think about it. So there's a couple of things to keep in mind. It's okay to do all downstrokes when you're learning it, especially if you're a beginner and that's pretty much all you can do, right? But as soon as this hand, the left hand, fret hand, gets used to doing what it needs to do, go ahead and start trying to do down and up on each string. Pentatonics are a great scale fingering to learn how to alternate pick. Some people, it never occurs to them to alternate pick for a long time, but that's how you get faster, smoother. So I'm going to go down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Hope I got all that right. And then I'm going to do the same thing going the other way. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. All right. Okay, so that's the right hand. Now, one of the best things you can do for any scale you ever learn, whether you've known it forever and you just want to always make sure you have it, or it's a new scale and you're trying to get it under your fingers, is to do it in groups of 3s. Okay? And what I mean by that is if we start here on the 5th fret, we're going to play this note, then this note, and then the next note. So that's 3 notes out of this scale. Okay, the first 3 notes out of that fingering. Then we're going to go back and start from the 2nd note of the scale and do the same thing. Play 3 notes from there. Then starting on the 3rd note of the scale, we're going to start there and we're going to play 3 notes from that. And then 3 notes from this one. And then 3 notes from here. 3 notes from here. 3 notes from this one. 3 notes from here. 3 notes from here. And then 3 notes from this one. So you get this. And then we're going to descend. We're going to start with the highest note, the one we just landed on. And we're going to go backwards the same way. And we're back where we started. Okay. The groups of 3s always sounds better when you're going down and up the whole time. Down, up, down. Okay, and that is really the best way to practice, or one of the best ways to practice. The pentatonics and any other scale, really, it's good to do these in groups of 3s and 4s and 5s and 6s. Groups of 7s might be getting kind of carried away because, you know, major scale has 7 notes in it, but specifically pentatonics, since there's only 5 notes in the scale, and then it starts over, right? This is a really good one for the groups of 3s and 4s and groups of 5s and even groups of 6s. So if you like this lesson and tons of other lessons like it are available at brockguitar.com. Just head over there, sign up for lessons. All the videos and the downloads, the tabs, PDFs, play-alongs, everything is all there. So head on over there. I hope to see you there, and I'll see you in the next one.